Are we live?
Alrighty. I think we should be live.
Okay, I'm going to check our Facebook real quick so I can share everything out. If you are listening out there, Chrome and Steel Radio audience members, this is Dave from the Jack and Dave Show, and this is the September Chrome and Steel party. And today we are with Shannon from the St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund and Hope, I believe. Are you in the bottom, Hope? I can't see
Yes,
exactly where
she's
you are.
in
Are
the
you in the bottom? Okay. So Hope's at the bottom, Shannon's in the top left. And we have, of course, Miss Madison, who is producing the show.
Hi.
And today we are talking about, well, just probably about one thing, and that is the Great American Trucking Show that just happened in the great state of Texas, Dallas, of course. And that was August 22nd through the 24th. And I am the only person in this show right now that did not attend. So,
let's just say that one more time, okay?
Yep.
Dave was not.
I wasn't there.
At Gas.
I've been asked probably a million times, did you go to Gats?
Where
Did you
is
go to
he?
Gats?
Where is Dave? Where's David?
Did you go to Gats? No.
Next year,
Not at Gas.
next year, Maddie and I may have to judge the chrome aspect of the American Pride in the truck parking, just to
Yes.
like put it to Dave a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
just to
you
like
know,
go,
Right?
yeah, exactly.
No.
I'll be
Right?
there. I'll be there next year. I'll be there next year. I'll be there
Repping my
next year.
Jack's Chrome Shop shirt with pride.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
I'll be there next year. I was there the year before. I had my
True.
fill. I needed to take a year off. It was a gap year. That's what it was.
Gap year. Yes.
But so tonight we're definitely talking about Gats, and since
No,
I
it
was,
was leap year. It was leap year.
oh yeah, that's right, exactly, it was a leap year. I'll be there for the rest of time now. Every 4 years, though, we'll skip one. But yeah, so we're going to talk about gas today, and since I wasn't there, I'm going to try to moderate as much as I can and have you three ladies kind of rule the show. The format tonight is going to be, we're going to do a little discussion about GATS here for a little while. We're going to do some Q&A with all of us here, and we're going to ask a whole bunch of questions about St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund. So Shannon, tell us everything about it, and I'm sure our listeners will want to know more. So the last big thing you guys need to know about is this is a giveaway that we're doing right now. I don't know if you guys have seen this on the camera yet, but this is a 1/64th die-cast truck model of the Roadworks Lucky 13 truck, and you can buy these online for $100, or you can get this one for free, but you have to win it. And so we're going to announce the terms and conditions for winning the truck in a little bit, and then we're going to give it away at the end of the show. So I know a lot of you out there are probably watching because you just want to win the truck, but that's all right. So if you guys are here for the truck, make sure you do check out St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund. You need to check out Hope Zavara, of course, and you need to check out Chrome and Steel Radio to win all the stuff. So let's talk about GATS. All that stuff's out of the way. And who wants to open up the floor? Shannon, let's have you introduce yourself, because I'm sure there's probably one person in the trucking community that doesn't know what St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund, the one and only person. But could you please explain to us, first of all, you have a very important job there that you're taking, and you were in GATS, obviously, for St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund. So tell us why you were there, what you guys do, and I guess how we can help here at Chrome Steel.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me, guys. I work for St. Christopher Fund. I'm the Director of Philanthropy and Development, which is a big fancy title for I get to ask people for money. And because we are a 501c3, and so we work 100% on donations. And so we've been around for 11 years, and my bandwidth is telling me I'm low, so I'm not sure what's going on here. So what we do is we help truck drivers when they are out of work because of an injury or an illness. And if that injury or illness takes them off the road, they can apply for assistance with us. And we can step in short term and pay their necessity household expenses like mortgage or rent, utility bills, insurance, vehicle payments, prescriptions if there's things that they have to have on a daily basis. So we're stepping in short term, making sure that they're not losing everything because of an injury or illness. We also offer some stuff on the health and wellness side too. We do, health and wellness tips. It's one of the reasons we work so closely with Hope. Exercise, nutrition. We also have a smoking cessation program called Rigs Without Cigs. And then we do free vaccines for truck drivers as well. So we have a lot going on, and it was a great show at GATS. I swear I ran like a chicken with my head cut off the whole time, and still didn't get to see and do half of the stuff I wanted to see and do. and talk to people I wanted to talk to because there was so much going on. But it was a fabulous show. You missed it. I hate
know.
you weren't there so we could meet in person.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Can you tell everybody, Shannon, how much you guys raised? Because there's a bunch of stuff that I don't think people realize that you guys were manning up. The auction, the dunk tank, so many different things. And you guys really raised a great chunk of change. Do you remember how much that was? I don't remember exactly how much it was.
Yeah, we did. So we had some things going on at our booth, some giveaways there. And then we also had the live auction and silent auctions that were out in the truck parking lot. This was our second year doing that. And then we had the dunk tank going on. And then we also had the first ever truck show within a truck show, the American Pride Truck Charity event. And that was just for the truck drivers that were out in the parking lot. They paid $5 to be a part of it. And of course, you jumped in and helped us judge there. And so we had company drivers, owner operators. We had the dress to impress, and then we had the light 'em up category and Peer's Choice category. So we had great support there. We had 38 trucks participate. So at the show, out in the parking lot alone, we raised $17,842.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's a huge deal. We know that when drivers come to the truck show, it's a sacrifice. They're taking a week off. They're not making any money while they're there. Nobody's getting paid to sit there for 1, 2, 3, 4 days to come to that show. So they know ahead of time that the things that we have going on, and they plan for that. And that means more to us than you understand. And we know the sacrifice. And so we greatly appreciate, everybody's sacrifice to be there and their generosity while they are there. So while they're not making any money, they're spending money, to support us, which in turn supports their fellow drivers. And so that really is, last year we did this, we made $17,000, which was, we never dreamed in a million years we would make that. And so last year, a week after it was over, everybody was like, how are we going to beat that number? And again, never dreamed we would do that. And we did by $842. And so.
Did you auction off Bill Weaver's underwear?
Yeah, we did that last year.
I know, I was there. Yeah.
Last year we auctioned off Bill Weaver's underwear.
Yep. That was a good time.
That's cheating.
What do you do?
Out on an opportunity to do that again this year. We should have made it.
I was gonna say
annual tradition.
But how do you up that though? I mean, after you do the underwear, it's like, I don't know.
What else are you gonna give them?
I
don't know.
You do like a bundle. You do a bundle. Taylor Barker, Ken Freeman, and
Oh.
Bill Weaver.
Oh, there
That's
you
a-
go.
that's a
All
lot
the
of-
yes,
That's
yes,
a lot
yes.
of dirty underwear, guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's doing the laundry for that? Yeah.
That's gonna have to be clean.
Wow, there you go. So, but yeah, the auction and the fantastic entertainment that was provided last year, I can say from personal experience, was amazing, and I'm sure it was the same way this year. And so all of you peeps, all you drivers out there that were at the Dallas show that enjoyed all of those wonderful entertainers out there. I believe Tony was there in the lot, correct? And I think obviously Bill Weaver was there, Taylor Barker, and then we had Ken Freeman. Did he make it out there also?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like we had the whole lineup, and so the people that you really need to thank for this whole thing is St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund. They helped put this whole thing together, and they have a dunk tank this year, and I'm so sad I didn't get to go.
Were you in it? Did
I
they
was
end up?
in it, yes.
I was gonna say, because they were trying to convince you, I think, still.
Are you gonna do
last
that
I
next
had
year?
heard.
Are you gonna do one next year, Shannon? Another dunk tank?
We are hoping, yes, that
Okay.
we're hoping we'll get to be out there again. We have to go through an approval process
Right.
to be out there. And so we're hoping that we will be approved to be out there next year and that there will be a dunk tank. And so we'll be looking for some high profile victims again.
Yeah, I know, that's why I don't want to go now.
I was gonna say, I
think I
might be
Taylor was
eyeballing
in
one.
there. Yeah.
That's
Ken
exactly-
Freeman, Paul Marhofer was in there, Mandy Joe, all of them were out there. So the entertainment was fantastic. There's a tradition started last year with closing down the show with Freebird, and I'm telling you, if you have not been out there for Freebird with this group, you are missing out because it was last year.
That's hilarious. Yeah, maybe I don't want to go to Gats next year. Maybe I want to stay dry. But yeah.
But honestly,
No.
truck parking was one of my favorite aspects because I stayed in the parking lot this
Right.
year,
Yeah.
and that was one of my favorite parts of GATS. And one of the things I walked away with really feeling like, why are there not more bigger names supporting truck parking, like out there with a booth or, with their signs up, because you have a captive audience there where it's not just they're looking for free shit, no offense, but like, going table to table looking for stuff. Like, they're there because they truly want to be there. It blows my mind that there's not more supporters on that level. So that's what I would love to see. If you guys get in the truck parking next year, I would love to see more supporters on that level out there, because they have such a captive audience.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going anywhere, they're sleeping there. And I mean, rightload.com, like, I have my mug here, like, they were out there, they had the captive audience the entire weekend because they were out there owning the truck parking lot with
Right.
St. Christopher Fund. Like, that just blows my mind. That's my challenge for other people. Like, get your booty out there, because you're missing an opportunity there, and you're missing an opportunity to support St. Christopher
Exactly. Yeah.
Fund, which I love getting back to something where it's just like a beautiful cycle. So that was my 2 cents when I left.
I 100% agree. I think Gats is probably, since I go to both Matt's and Gats, I'm sure a lot of you have been to both, and feel the same way. Matt's is definitely a much more convention style show. The Gats show is a very business style. You're going to set up relationships. You're going to meet new people. You're going to meet new key players in the industry. Yeah, it's a
Networking
so
for sure.
Networking
Yeah.
for sure. If you want to make inroads in the industry and you want to meet some people that can make some changes or that have a position of power in the industry, or at least rub elbows with them, you definitely want to be in the truck parking lot and at the Gats show for sure. So if you're trying to build a personal brand or whatever, that's the place to be. So I 100% agree.
And Shannon, I'm totally taking right loads. If they're not out there next year, you guys need to sell ice cream. That will sell like hotcakes in the truck parking lot. So if they're not out there doing that, you need to take that idea and run with it, because my God, that line was like 30 people deep on Saturday, and I was like, crap, I'm not waiting in that line for ice cream now. So
Well, they were
That's a
giving it
great
away
idea.
for free, so man, people were lined up because it was so hot out there. And we had great sponsors too. The sponsors that were out there this year for tent sponsors and stage sponsors, those are St. Christopher sponsors. So they did want to come up and be a part of that. We had Road Pro, Family of Brands, Southern Recipe, Progressive Commercial Insurance, and then of course HINF did the entertainment. And so we had great support out there this year. We'd love to have more of our sponsors join in if we get to be out there next year. It's a great place to be, and you have, like you say, 4 days in front of these drivers. And even if, I know sometimes the corporate people can't come sit out there for 4 days, obviously, but it gives you an opportunity that if you have an evening that's open, come out there and say hello and hang out for an hour or two and get to meet some of the people that are working with you and that you're wanting to use your product. So it's a great place to be, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's just casual and laid back. It's so much fun. We do have an idea for next year.
Uh-oh.
For you.
Lay it on us.
Are you willing to share it? I was going to say, is this an exclusive?
we
right
get
here?
to hear this like
Yeah, it's an
beheaded.
exclusive.
I'm
Whoa.
excited.
I know. I probably should have waited to tell you this next week, tomorrow. But, they play music out there, and a lot of people get up and dance and things like that. And my husband and I dance. And so we were out there dancing, which is hard to do on an asphalt thing. So we're like, really be neat if they had some kind of like portable floor where you could just whip out and whip up and whip out and whip up. And we were like, and Hope could do yoga in the morning.
Oh, boy.
Before
Yes.
the show, out in the parking lot.
Because you guys had the fans, the nice fans that blew, so it's like you could have those going. Oh my God, that would be awesome, because it's bloody hot. But I was up at 6, 1 in the morning, cooking for the cooking show on, was it Saturday?
Yes.
And it was reasonable. Like, I did my own stuff in my camper on my bed, but like, if you have those fans going, that would totally be doable. We could totally make that happen.
Plus,
That
you could
sounds
do
awesome,
it
yeah.
at, like, if you did it in the morning, like, before the show, it could be, like, sunrise yoga, like, wake up with hope, Get your daily dose of hope in the morning.
Get your daily dose of hope right in the
Plus,
morning.
maybe it wouldn't
Yeah,
be as
exactly.
warm, possibly, if you did it in
Yeah.
the morning, too.
And then we
No,
can
it
go
wasn't
square
bad.
dancing
Like,
at night.
6 to 7 before the sun kind of was fully up. It wasn't that bad.
Yoga in the morning, square dancing at night.
Yeah, yeehaw, I got the horses in the back,
And
yo.
by the way, Shannon and her husband are pretty mean dancers. They were amazing to watch on the floor. I was impressed.
Well, I was going to say, when you said that you and your husband were dancing, like, that's, first of all, that's awesome, because I don't know very many people who can just, like, get up and, like, do a dance, like, dance, like,
Just break it down.
Just, like, break it down,
Let's
yeah,
go,
like,
yeah.
that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I want to
that
be
is
able
awesome.
to do that.
That is awesome. Couple things really quickly. Taylor Barker, thanks for being in the chat. Everybody say hi to Taylor. He's the winner
up, Taylor?
of the Overdrive.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. Everybody probably already knows that's watching the show, but he won the Overdrive talent search, and much well deserved. Thank you, Taylor Barker, for all your hard work, and thanks for being here at the show. Congratulations, man, on your win. That's awesome. And also, congratulations to Ken Freeman and what was the other gentleman's name? I can't remember.
Jason Henley?
That's right.
Henley
Okay.
or Hunley?
The last.
Henley,
That's
I
correct.
believe,
Yep.
yeah.
I forgot his name. I'm so sorry, Chris, if you're listening. But those three were the three finalists for the Overdrive talent search, and obviously congratulations to Taylor for winning. And also Taylor would like to thank Les Willis. Les we met last year at GATS. Actually, this is funny we're talking about it now.
Awesome.
Les is awesome, and he helps put on this whole show. And just thank you to Les for all of his hard work. He's an amazing man and very, very well respected in the community for good reason. So thank you to Les. Thank you to everybody who made that GATS show possible right there. So what was your guys' favorite performance or talk or presentation that you guys saw? Because there was so much stuff going on there. You had your FMCSA stuff going on, the hearings, you had your entertainment, you had all of the talks in the main halls there, I'm sure. So what can you guys share with me? What was your favorite, or which one really caught your attention during the show and made you want to stay? Let's start with Maddie. Do you want to do yours first? You can do.
I do want to go
in the hot seat.
first,
Yeah,
and
what was yours?
I'm not trying to butter you up or anything, Hope, but honestly, all of yours probably were some of my favorite, because literally my mom and I have been doing like all the things, like constantly we're like, is your head on top of your shoulders? Like, are your freaking ears above your shoulders? Check it, and like your food thing was really cool too. So you probably were my favorite.
Yeah. Hope
Not gonna lie, sorry.
I have pictures of a lot of your presentations from Maddie, and it looks like you had a massive group of people there. So congratulations.
She had the biggest
Yeah.
turnout. You knew that, right? They did tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had the biggest turnout of all the
Yeah,
people. I was
yeah.
like,
I talked to I don't remember what his name was, Tom, I think, from Randall Riley. Because I
Oh,
was
yeah.
actually just gonna thank him, because Chris, who was like my attendant for the stage,
Yeah.
Oh,
was
yeah.
like flipping amazing. Like, I was like, can I take you everywhere? Because I've been on stage a lot, and like some people just are like, oh, that wasn't in my agenda. And he was like, oh, I'm on it. I'm gonna get
I got
this.
this.
I'm gonna do this. Like, we need a fridge, and he like tracked down a fridge for us, and he was awesome. And so I talked to Tom, and he had mentioned that, and just wanted to thank him because Chris was awesome. But no, can I tell you a funny story about it? And I don't know, Maddie, if Brian told you, but I think it was the first day on Thursday, I did the presentation, and the Walmart ladies behind us and the Kidney Foundation ladies behind us were like laughing at me, which is fine, because they were like, here's this chick trying to teach truckers like about movement and posture, and they were legitimately laughing.
That's funny.
And by like the middle of the presentation, Brian's like with his camera, like trying to get them, and they were all doing it. Like,
That's hilarious. They
the
joined
voice
in.
changed. So
They
yeah,
joined in.
I was giggling.
that's
funny.
hilarious.
So yeah, it sounds like Maddie has really taken a liking to all of your teachings, Miss Hope. So tell us, who was your favorite? Since you can't pick yourself, who was your favorite presentation? You can pick yourself.
Darn it.
Well, okay, well, I did not get a chance to get to a lot of the in-stage stuff during the event. I did see Taylor Hicks on the stage right outside the main building. He was pretty good, and I don't watch a lot of TV, so truth be told, my sister Heather had to tell me who he was, because I don't watch the American Idol or whatever it is, and she's like, oh my god, I gotta get his autograph. Like,
Oh my god, that's funny.
I just don't watch TV. I'm kind of disconnected that way, but honestly, like, truck parking every night was amazing.
Was a
like,
good night.
listening to everybody. I mean, like Phil Weaver, Stone Creek 4. Oh my gosh, I'm like their new big fan. I mean, Ken, everybody, Taylor, listening to all them, Mandy Joe, like, so good. Like,
Yeah.
so good. Like,
You know what?
People pay to go there to see that kind of stuff.
I'm super
so
sad.
that was truly a highlight.
Because last year Mandy Joe won I think she won last year the Overdrive talent search, and I never got to see her perform live the entire
She was
time I
so
was
good.
there.
And one of her songs, she talks about yoga in it, so I kind of feel like
Oh,
that's
that's
like
why.
a
That's why
little
She
liked
was
it.
pulling at your heartstrings.
She's really talking about me, Mandy Joe. If you're watching, like, I'm pretty sure that's like "Hope I Love You" in code.
That's
but,
funny.
Yes, that's definitely what that is.
That's funny. Yeah, take it how you will. You know what I mean? So
I
that's funny.
don't want to like, but no, I just joking. But that
I'm
was really
featured-
that was really one of my favorite
featured in a
things.
song. You need to put
Aside
that in your
from
Instagram bio.
presentations, I love the people. Like you were comparing Mats to Gats.
Yeah.
One of the things I love about Gats, and Shannon, maybe you can add to this. At Gats, people come by your booth 3, 4, 5 times and stop every time to talk to you. At Mats, it's such a madhouse. If you see someone twice, it's because they're purposely looking for you. But at Gats, it's like they'll just be walking around and be like, "Oh, I'll be back later."
Yeah.
Legitimately, they come back later to actually talk to you.
Yeah.
It's not like a, "Oh yeah," and then they walk away. And that's one thing I love about Gats. I feel like it's such a relationship builder versus Mats. It's kind of like mad chaos.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
insanity. It's just like 75,000 people crammed into this small convention center, and hopefully you can get around. If not, who cares, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. So you're just a number there, but that's how it is, though. I mean, so there's 2 different shows there for 2 different total purposes, and honestly, I prefer Gats, and I also I prefer Dallas more because I think Dallas is a cooler city than Louisville. Sorry for all you Kentucky people. I just offended a whole bunch of people, so sorry. Anyway, so Shannon, would you mind sharing with us? Did you have a couple or a particular presentation? Hearing or show that you were just like, oh my God, this is it. This is why I came here. This is it.
Well, I don't get to a lot of the talks just because I'm walking around the show and meeting with people and talking with corporate people. And then this year I was crazy running back and forth between the show and the parking lot. But, and I hate to butter Hope up too, but the stage was right there by our booth, and so I got to not sit through a bunch of the things, but I got to hear a lot while I was standing there, and so I did walk over for one when I had a few free minutes, and I have to tell you, I mean, it was packed there. I mean, there was standing room only, people trying to get by from the crowd outside, that people were actually engaged with what she was doing, and so that tells me that there was a lot of positive going on there. People weren't just sitting there. It didn't matter what she asked them to do. If it was stand up and do a stretch, if it was bend over, touch your toes, if it was here, drink this horrible kombucha.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I gagged.
Did you try it?
I
Okay,
gagged.
I've never had kombucha.
Because I've never had it either.
I've heard it's terrible.
I've never had it.
Taste, okay?
I did it for you, Hope, and I
It is
gagged.
really, really bad. I'm just saying.
But then there
That's
was people
awful.
that were like crazy over it and like were messaging me and like, oh my God, I just
I have to have more.
So and some flavors are better than others. So I will say that.
I only tried one flavor, so I'll give you that.
Me too, yeah, me too.
I'm the other flavors down my throat this week while we're together, which is going to be horrible.
That's fun. Oh my Lord.
Honestly, though,
when you see a stage time where everybody's so engaged like that, there's good stuff going on. And it wasn't just that one. That one is the only one I got over there for about half of it, but the others I could see from a distance. All of them were packed. All of them were engaged. Everybody that's sitting there, when she said stand up and put your arms out and, do your stretch, they were doing it.
That's it, yeah.
Nobody was sitting there not doing anything. So everybody was really willing to try everything that you said, which I think that has a lot to do with how you approach people. You're very, let me meet you where you are. You're not judgmental. You're doing it wrong. Let me tell you how to do it. You're like, hey, what one change are you willing to make, and let me help you do that. And so that goes a long way with making people feel comfortable trying something new.
That's funny.
And of course, I love the parking lot. I love the parking lot.
Parking lot's
I
great.
could go out there every night.
Oh my God, I'm like obsessed. Like I just love the parking lot for so many reasons. I'm always like, oh my God, you're not going out to the parking lot? I can't even tell you how many people I talk to, and they're like, the truck parking lot.
What's
and I was
that?
like, get on the shuttle and go to the truck parking lot. Like
You're missing the
need
party.
to be
Yeah.
there.
You're missing the party. It's the whole party is out there. Exactly.
None
Yeah.
of that goes on out there. The GATS team, Tom Winters and his team, Emily, that whole team, they are so amazing, and they're so good to the people that are coming. They're so easy to work with. They're accommodating. They want you to be there. And, they've been supporters of ours for a long time. And so, Randall Rowley has really been behind us, and they're always saying, what more can we do? How else can we help? And then, of course, Les Willis. I mean, we couldn't do anything that we do in the parking lot without Les. We absolutely couldn't. That whole parking lot is run by him, and everything we we did was because he was behind us and allowed us to do it and supported us doing it. And so thank you to both of those people. And then Rick Ash, of course, we wouldn't have had the dunk tank without him. So thanks, Rick, for stepping in. That was such a fun addition, and I think people are so excited to look forward to that again next year. So yeah, and then the entertainment, I'm a music lover, and my taste is all over the place. If you look at a playlist, some of it you'll be like, that's great, and some of it you might go, but that's okay. So, but I love country music, and a lot of that music's country, and I love all the singers, and I love all the differences, and they're just all so stinking nice. They just want to come out there and have a good time and hang with you. And I should pull out. I got my Bill Weaver shirt in there. I started to wear it, but I figured I should probably wear my St. Christopher shirt. But I got my Bill Weaver music shirt, and I'm excited to wear that this week while I'm going. So.
That's awesome.
I know, I get to order mine, so if it comes in, we can be Bill Weaver groupies at the
Which shirt did you guys get? Did you get the Bolt Holland one or the other one?
Two nights ago, I was talking on the phone, and we were talking. I'm like, Bill, I just want to let you know, I just ordered a T-shirt, but I would also like a life-size cardboard cutout. I'd like a signed hat.
Oh my God.
I'd like, and all this shit for free, please. We were just talking about how those types of things with singers and myself and St. Christopher, even though it might not seem like a lot, those monies that are collected help us continue to do what we're supposed to do and want to do. So I was like, I paid the $20 bill for a T-shirt. I'm not going to need it for free.
That's right. I still want to do.
Yeah. But I still want the cardboard life-size cutout. That has to happen. I need one of those badly. So.
Now I got to go on and give you some money because, one, I'm bringing my $65 I owe you tomorrow for the oils. But two, I'm going to have some money for I got to have a hat now. So, geez almighty, I'm going to be broke before long.
Speaking of merch, if you'd like to get some Chrome and Steel Radio merch, our Chrome and Steel Radio, we do have Chrome and Steel Radio merch. Sorry, I had to slide it in. I had to slide into those DMs. Sorry.
Businessman David over here is like, hey.
I just put a link in the chat, guys, if you want some Chrome and Steel. And unfortunately, I used my Chrome and Steel baseball T-shirt as a sweat rag / snot rag for when I was working out. And so now I don't have it with me because I didn't wash it. I wore it on the Wednesday show, all right?
Yes, you did.
And so I don't have it now. But now I can't show it to you guys. I have the Jack's Chrome shirt, but our Chrome and Steel Radio shirts are all up on that link right there if you guys want to get some.
They're really nice.
They're actually really nice. And
baseball shirts are my favorite. If you have a baseball shirt, I'll be all over that.
Exactly.
They do.
I love baseball shirts. And,
in every possible color you could ever want.
And they have men's and women's sizes. They have ball caps. They have bags with the Chrome and Steel Radio logo on it. They have
tote bags.
Anyway, that's the merch blog right there. But now that we've kind of decided that Hope is the overall MVP and
plug,
she's the
she
title
actually
holder.
gets the die cast.
I win 4 days with Shannon.
Yeah. We need to get her a belt. Official GATS winner right there. There you go. But yeah, so Hope, apparently, she made some waves down there. Let's just say that. And so we're absolutely very proud of Hope. And it sounds like you guys had a great time and I missed out. So
pretty much.
I think I'm probably going to have to go next year just, for fear of, not being able to have a good time. So that, ladies and gentlemen, do you guys have anything else you want to add to GATS? Is there anything else really exciting that happened? Any kind of anecdotes, super cool stories? Otherwise, we'll go right on to Q&A and we can answer questions.
Can I make a comment? I have one thing I want to talk about.
Sure, absolutely,
really quickly.
Absolutely.
So the autonomous truck, the driverless truck was there, and all of the new area for the truckers. So I told Maddie about this because my husband Brian and I were walking through there, and we're just giggling because here's the people talking about it, and they have this sign talking about how great this truck is. Now think about this: at a truck show where truck drivers are taking away their jobs.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Why is that a good thing?
That's bold, isn't it?
I was laughing, and all the truckers were listening to it as they're walking by, and they're saying inappropriate words that I won't say right now. At this truck as we're walking by. But I just kind of had to giggle to myself because I was like, I get it why you're here, but you're taking away these people's jobs.
I was gonna say.
Exactly a huge sale.
That's pretty on the nose.
Just
right
gotta
there.
think about how you market it at least.
Who's their marketing director? Who signed off on that? I was gonna say what? That's like a slap in the face. Here, let me come take your
Hey.
job, and then I'm gonna show you my product. Anyway.
And it was like right at the front of like the new truck section, so like it was front and center, like literally, hey, I'm gonna put this on right on display.
Hey, let me slap.
Yeah, that
you
was
in the
I know,
face.
interesting.
Part of their marketing was like experienced drivers will like virtual reality drive the truck like from the loading dock out onto the highway because that's like the hardest part, and then vice versa when they're unloading.
Right.
But like, I'm sorry, I don't see that going well. What if there's a hailstorm? There was like 90 million devices on the hood of the truck, like
Yeah.
you know, all of the different. What if a satellite goes down? What if like a zombie attack happens?
Mass
Like, there's so
chaos.
Yeah,
many
anything.
Mass chaos is what happens.
that you need a driver to be like, oh my god, zombies! Like I have to take care of this, and an autonomous truck can't handle that. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, humans in general kind of walk into things kind of blindly, and they're just like, yeah, this seems like a good idea. And then, when, like 10,000 people die on one interstate in a day, like, it'll be different. So, but, autonomous trucks, that's really tone deaf, isn't it? Just kind of like show up with one and, hey, we're here, guys, gonna take your job, take your girl and your job. Yeah.
It was literally the way they had it set up, though. That was funny. Hope's
That's
right.
it.
Like, they had it front and center, like, bing, here we are.
There you are. Did anybody else have
that was
any?
the other thing that like really stuck out to me.
Was the autonomous
Yes.
truck? Anybody else have any good? Matt, do you have any good stories? Your story from Matt's was that some dog pooped in the
Oh my god, yeah, that was
the-
from Matt's. I did
in the
not see
convention
any
center.
dogs poop.
no pooping
Unfortunately,
dogs.
I did see a lot of dogs, though. I did see a lot of dogs. And I told David, next year, I think we should do a special on dogs because I saw so many.
Yeah.
There was literally a lady out in the truck parking lot. Hope, I don't know if you saw her or not, but she had 5 dogs. Do you remember her?
Yes,
Oh
that
my
was when
God.
we went through and we're judging. We were like,
Yes.
she travels with 5 dogs.
Well, my
5
mom and I had
dogs.
saw her earlier waiting in line, and then it was the lady that had that really cool Mardi Gras themed Freightliner.
was
It was
awesome. Okay.
really cool. And she had 5
Shannon,
dogs,
do you
which made it
Shannon, do you
even more
remember her
cool.
Truck? That
Dogs,
truck
dogs,
was
dogs.
awesome. The
She
Mardi
had the
Gras.
Mardi Gras dolls in,
Yes.
in the window.
That was really
At
cool.
first we thought it was creepy.
Yes.
But then he like stepped back
And
and
explained
looked
it.
at the entire thing of the truck,
Right.
and I was like, okay, I can
Yes.
appreciate the dolls in the window now. I
Yes.
get it. Like I get it.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
initially, yeah, it was a
Little bit
weirded
creepy.
out.
We were
But
like,
then
what?
I-
What is going on here? Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Shannon,
That
do you
stuck
have
out to
a
me.
do you have a story or anything else that you thought was funny at GATS? Anything special that happened this year that you thought was interesting?
For me, the truck show that we did out in the parking lot is what stood out to me because, you go inside to the Pride and Polish, which there's gorgeous trucks there,
Yep.
but not everybody is involved in that, but it's a great, and they were down by us, by our booth, so we got to see some really beautiful trucks, very impressive. But, we got to go to the parking lot too, and just these everyday drivers, the pride that they take in their trucks, and they just put a lot into them. You can tell how much they love what they do, and they love their trucks, and they want it to look the best that it can. And so they were gorgeous. Our driver ambassador James Rogers was there, and his truck's it's black and it's so cool, and he's got a million lights on it. There was the rainbow truck was there. I can't even remember all the trucks, but they're beautiful trucks. And so to me, I did not get to walk up and down the parking lot out there as much as I wanted to. I wanted to just video everyone out there during the day and then go back and do them all at night because they're just so impressive. They are just impressive.
Yeah, that light show you guys had there, and that because Maddie, you helped judge that, right?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was what Hope and I were doing. That was fun.
That's
yeah.
very cool, very cool. So, a lot of new stuff that happened this year, a lot of cool stuff. So, GATS sound like it was just a really good time. I'm glad you guys had a really good time, and I'm sorry I missed it. Next year, I'll definitely have to go.
And Shannon too. I know I talked to some drivers like when we were going around and judging. And if you're listening, drivers, like if St. Christopher Fund can do this next year, there was a lot of drivers that were like, oh my God, I would have totally signed up for this. I didn't know this was going to take place. So that's a good sign too, that next year, hopefully there's even more people that want to participate.
Yeah, who want to come in?
and show off, the pride that they take in their trucks, because my gosh, there were some amazing trucks there. Some that weren't even in the truck parking lot show that were equally as nice. So
Yes.
I hope to see even more next year.
Yeah, Hope and I were like,
So,
these
stay-
seriously aren't
stay
there?
tuned. Look on the GATS website for that because it's advertised there. go out to the truck parking lot. And if we can do it again next year, it's going to be there. Of course, we do advertise for it on our social media and all that stuff too. But it will be on the main GATS website in the truck parking lot link. And
I'll be
so all
talking
that'll be
about it.
listed.
Awesome. Love
Yeah,
it.
I will be talking about it next year now that I know more about it, and like I will be telling everybody they need to participate because that was so cool.
I definitely want to be there. I want to be there. I want to see all the lights and I want to see all the hype. So that's awesome, guys. It sounds like you guys had an awesome time. One to remember
That
for
was
sure.
great.
Is this your second year? That's correct. This is your second year there at the truck parking lot with everything, all the festivities.
Yes, second year of us in the truck parking lot. I mean, we've been at GATS for several years, but as far as being
Right.
in the truck parking lot, this was year number 2. So
Awesome.
hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get to do it at least one more time.
Awesome. So
Yay.
number 2 is awesome. Lucky number 3. Let's make number 3 even better.
That's
So
right.
let's do it. Let's do it. 2020 GATS. It's gonna be a rager. Make sure you're there. So that right there is our GATS section, and we just had a little discussion about it, and now let's answer some questions. So we have a record number of people watching our show right now. FYI.
Yay!
And
What's up?
yeah, we have a lot of people watching the show right now. So thank you to everyone who's watching right now. Make sure you like and share the video so we can find more people. If you guys like our show, we do this every month, and each one of us, Shannon, besides Shannon, she doesn't have a show on Chrome and Steel, but Hope, Jerry, Bill Weaver, myself, and my business partner Jack and Maddie, we all have shows here on Chrome and Steel Radio. So come watch us. Come say hi, like Chrome and Steel Radio, share our page. We love you guys. Anyway,
And if Bill Weaver would have sent me my life-size Bill Weaver cutout,
he could be here.
He
I
could
have
be
had
here.
him sitting with me right now. So Bill, when you're watching this replay,
That's on you.
Now here's another reason why this would come in so handy. So
Exactly.
just saying.
Get it done. Let's get it done. Cardboard sized. It has to be at least 5'6" because that's how tall Bill is, right? Just kidding.
You
I'm
at
so
least need
sorry.
the head. You at least need the
I'm so
Bill
sorry.
head.
Yes, on a stick.
There you go.
Those would be great next year, Bill Weaver. Like it's so hot and parking, and we can
To
all be
fan.
fanning ourselves with Bill Weaver.
Bill Weaver faces or something like that.
Yeah,
That's right.
good idea.
There you go. All right, so we're gonna do Q&A stuff now, and since we have so many people that are watching that want to win this beautiful diecast right here, these are gonna be the rules basically. There's obviously one winner, but you have to ask the best question. Okay, so we're all gonna be in here, and you can ask any of us questions, all 5 of us. And once again, we have Maddie, our producer, myself, Hope, and Shannon. Okay, you can ask any of us or all of us questions. The best question, which we'll kind of decide together, will win the diecast, and we will ship it to you. Okay, so the diecast goes to the person that asks the best question. Okay, so no, what's your favorite food or something like that. Ask us something cool like.
I know Shannon's. Can you ask me that?
But there you go. There you go. So we're gonna get a
I
question.
told you today.
Oh Lord, I'm scared. But we're gonna get this question and answer thing going. We're gonna get a conversation going, and I'm gonna be trying to moderate this so I can get some feedback from them, ask questions, and see what's going on. So, does that work for everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So let's get going. Actually, I'm gonna ask the first question because I want to. I can't win this, but
Because I want to.
Madison,
What?
what was your favorite truck at the Great American Trucking Show?
Oh God.
You can only pick one.
Probably gonna have to go with. Let's see.
I know which one.
Oh, Hope does know which one actually. There was one out in the truck parking lot that was beautiful. It was
so
blue.
gorgeous.
Well, there was 2 actually. They were like parked across from each other,
Mm-hmm.
and I was eyeballing both of them. I couldn't decide which one I liked better, but they were both Peterbilts, which is kind of typical of me. But they were absolutely gorgeous. I think they were both 389s. I want to say, but
Yeah.
they were
Shannon,
really pretty
I think
and lit
I
up.
think one of them won 3rd place. The brown one that was parked like straight down from the it was a Peterbilt straight down from the tent. I think he won 3rd place.
Who won
That one that
overall?
we were like obsessed with.
Who won overall? Because I never heard on that. Do you know?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
there's
overall
one-
winner?
There were 4 different categories, and we did 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place in those 4 categories. And then there was a Peer's Choice where everybody voted for their favorite. The one that won that was Mark and Holly O'Donnell with the family tree.
Okay.
They also won 1st in the Dress to Impress and the owner-operator category.
Nice.
Wow, very nice. Okay.
Yeah, they took a lot of awards. It was a brand new wrap, and it was parked at the front. beside Craig's red truck and James's black truck. They were all three parked at the front up there.
Very nice.
Very nice,
It's
very nice.
gorgeous.
So, Hope, I have a question here. What motivates you? And this is from Taylor Barker. What keeps you going?
What motivates me?
Yep.
That's a really, really good question, actually. So honestly, what motivates me is seeing people succeed. Like, I just know what rock bottom feels like, and it sucks. Like, it sucks ass. And I just love seeing when the lights go on in people's eyes and they get it and it clicks and they make a change or they smile or whatever it is. Like, that just stirs me up. And so that's one thing why I probably am the way I am, and people are like, whoa, she's like high energy, which I'm actually like more of an introvert than an extrovert, believe it or not. But I love helping other people get out of the trenches. I just love it. I live for it. Like, I probably would get paid a lot more money if I actually asked people to pay me to help them, but I just love helping people get to that place,
Right.
because it sucks anywhere else. It just sucks, and I just don't like people feeling that way. It bothers me seeing people struggle. It's really what it comes down to.
So that kind of ties into the question that Robert Greene asked also, which was, Hope, what's the main reason for helping drivers that have stopped really caring? So that's basically, you just answered that question. So you kind of have a soft spot, I would say, for, I think some drivers feel that they have gone, or they just, don't have an opportunity or the skills or the knowledge to do this. And I think you reach out to those people in a way that's, very intriguing, because you go to them and you know that they're not going to budge, and you still try to lead them through, and 99% of the time it works. So that kind of was Robert Greene's question. Could you expand on that a little bit more? What makes you want to do that?
Well, I think it's a couple of different things. One, I just believe that we can all improve ourselves at any level. I just truly believe that. So when people are like, there's no hope for me, like Mandy Jo, Bill, if you're listening to this, like, Bill was like that, her husband, and he was just like, there's no hope for me. And then they send me a message on Facebook after GATS, and they're at Walmart, and he's picking up a snack pack of carrots and like hummus and a kombucha, I know. And he like literally is like, I guess there's still hope for me, and so I love that. And I feel like the trucking community is so underserved, and it bugs me that people think about truckers and they're just like, they think that they don't care. And that is the farthest from the truth. Like, they just don't have access the way that other people do. And I don't think fitness and health is complicated. I really don't. I think it's complicated when we think we have to do everything all at once. And it's like, we have to, instead of walk, they think they have to run. They think they have to like completely clean out their whole diet. They think they have to do all these things, like just people in general. And I don't think that it starts there. I think it starts with one small change, because as people have heard me say already, if New Year's resolutions worked, where we're going to like clean out the whole kitchen cabinet and change our lifestyle, more than 8% of Americans would be sticking with New Year's resolutions. So the all or nothing mentality just doesn't work.
Right.
And it didn't work with me. That's why I struggled with an eating disorder for most of my life, because the whole like, tomorrow I'm going to wake up and be better is bullshit. And I just want to lead people down that path to changes that they can make that are going to last them a lifetime. And that's, Robert, that's why I'm here. That's why I do what I do. That's why I love truckers so much. And I know I'm not a trucker, but I'm a trucker at heart. I can swear like a sailor, and I'm a Swedish pie at the same time.
We know where your heart lies. We
I
know where
love
your heart
that.
lies. There you go. So Robert Greene, excellent question. That was very well put and very well said. So respect there, respect. Taylor Barker jokingly says, Hope, who is that old guy sitting behind you?
I'm in my car, so there's nobody
I
sitting
certainly-
behind
If there's
me.
an
I was gonna
old
say,
guy
is there
in
an
her
old guy
car, we
behind
need
me?
to
I was
help
gonna say,
her.
we need someone
I
call
will
the
drive
police.
to Wisconsin.
Someone call the police. Yeah.
Old guy in my car, I better run.
Oh Lord. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have? Let me scroll up here. Okay. Question for all: would the diecast truck look awesome if it was entered into the St. Christopher's Fund auction? Yes, it would. And you know what I'm going to do? And I read this earlier, and I've been thinking about it since Hope was talking. You know what we're going to do? This one right here we're going to give away, and then I'm going to get another one, and then we're going to give that to the St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund. How does that work? Does that work? Does that work? Okay. So
Love that.
we're gonna get 2 die casts. This one right here goes to you guys, audience members. Once again, you have to ask a good question to win the die cast. Ask good questions, and then the other one will go to St. Christopher's Fund for next year. I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Good. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do right there. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so I have a question. Shannon, what is the what do you find the most rewarding in your job? What program do you guys find the most rewarding? Is it the the stopping the cigarette program? Is it the smoking thing? Is it the stuff you do with truckers, especially when it comes to like medical bills and paying for things during hard times? Like what part of your job and what part of the St. Christopher's Truckers Fund program there really speaks to you, I guess?
Oh my gosh, I love it all. I love different things about each one. Obviously, we've been able to step in and literally save people from losing their homes.
Absolutely.
Because of being able to pay their bills for them. And so, when I first started this job, I was actually in the office and I took the phone calls from the drivers for the applications and asked all the questions and all that stuff. And so I've cried many tears on the phone with drivers that had called in, because a lot of times they don't want to call until it's so bad that they're about to lose everything.
They don't have a choice.
And so, it's hard to be on the phone with a grown man who's in tears thinking that he's going to lose everything. Or, we had a dad whose child needed a kidney and he was a driver. And so we helped him. He was coming off the road to give a kidney to his daughter.
Oh, Lord.
We've had husbands come off the road because their wives are dying of cancer. And, they're coming off the road to be there to spend the last days with his spouse. I mean, it's just so emotional what these drivers are going through, and then on the other, so we're thankful we're there. We wish we could work ourselves out of a job actually where people wouldn't need us. But the fact of the matter is that's just not going to happen. And, but on the other side, the health and wellness, and this is one of the reasons that I'm, working these events with Hope this month is we're seeing success on our Rigs Without Cigs program. We've seen over 65 drivers, stop smoking completely.
That's awesome.
And when you think about it, I know there's 3.5 million drivers, and that's not a big number, 65, but what we do is literally one driver at a time.
Right.
We help one driver at a time. So when we're seeing 65 drivers that are now smoke-free, tobacco-free, that's a life-changing event.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's 65 lives. A
lot of what we see is based on poor eating choices and smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when somebody is willing, and we've been a part of helping them just having a healthier lifestyle, we want these drivers to get home to their families. We don't want them out there on the road, something happening. And so anything that we can do. And so that's one of the reasons I jumped in with Hope. I mean, that's not necessarily what I do on a daily basis with my job, but, I'll be honest, I'll be 49 in October. And so I told Hope at GATS, I said, by 50, I want to be in a lot better health than I am. So I've got just over a year and I need your help. So going to these events this month is really the start of my journey too. So I'm going to be walking, alongside these drivers as we see each other at different places, as we see each other at MATS, as we see each other at GATS next year. I'm walking alongside you all, ladies and gentlemen. This is not, I'm not going to be the one out there, saying you need to do this and you need to do that. I'm going to be talking to myself while I'm out there. So, I'm going to be on that journey with you. But, all of it, we're just thankful to be a part of changing lives and saving lives and just making a difference in somebody's life. And it's just, we're the facilitator of that. We get the money and then we give it back out to drivers. So it's really, they're taking care of each other, and the companies that really care about drivers are stepping in and want to be a part of what we're doing. And they're just allowing us to facilitate these donations to turn around and do these programs and grow these programs. And so, all of it is important to me, and all of it is very special to me. And I love what I do. I love what I do, every aspect of it. And so,
that's awesome. As a former,
I can't imagine doing anything else.
As a former smoker, I can say that quitting cigarettes has definitely changed my life, and I'm definitely a healthier and more active individual because of quitting. So, absolutely. Um,
Yeah.
so, another question we have is from Taylor Barker, and he is asking, and I think this is for all of us in some regards, who do you guys turn to for help when you need a pick-me-up? So, what's your pick-me-up, or who is, or I guess let's also say what is. Do you guys have music or any other kind of activity that's a pick-me-up? I'm pretty sure I already know what Hope's answer is going to be. But anyway, so Maddie, let's start with you. What gets you in a better mood if you need to be in a better mood?
This one's probably pretty obvious for me too, but my dogs do everything for me. Like, I literally love them to pieces, and they change like everything for me. As soon as I got my first dog, like, he pretty much changed my life. I was in a real low place, and he like really brought me out of that and brings me a lot of joy. David knows I'm obsessed with my freaking dogs, so
You're like her children.
I
yes.
would say they really, and music's huge for me too. Music's very important. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
music and dogs.
Shannon, do you have a person that helps keep you going or uplift you when you're needing some inspiration or motivation?
Well, music is a big part of me too. I can listen to music all day long, and then I love to dance and just get moving. My husband always says he knows that I'm mad when I start cleaning, but it's like that's just gets whatever frustration is going on out. I can clean, or I can dance, or I can turn on some music and get out in the sun, and so just music is huge for me.
Have a good time. Exactly. Yeah. Hope, what's your go-to?
Well, I obviously love yoga, and it's helped me in multiple ways. But I love to walk. I joke. I don't really run unless there's a bear chasing me. So you'll probably never see me advocate in any fitness-related programs tell people to run. Also, I'm a nerd with research, and you don't necessarily need. That's not like the only thing you have to do for fitness. But aside from that, before my yoga life, I actually wrote a lot of poetry and was a published poet. Would that be a published poet? And so I did a lot of poetry writing. And so I really love to write. That's why I love to blog, and I blog for people because that's like a way for me to like channel all of my frustration. So when someone says something that like annoys the crap out of me, expect to see a blog like in the next 24 hours or a Facebook post about that, because I'm just like, I'll show you. but no, those are the things that I really like to do. And I like to just be outside, like me,
yoga and poetry.
Getting out in nature and just like is like so good to me.
That's awesome. Yeah, hiking, getting out, being active, those are all excellent things. So it sounds like everybody's got their own coping mechanism.
What's your coping mechanism, David?
Plenty of alcohol. I'm just kidding. No, beer, Miller Lite. No, I'm just kidding. I really enjoy working out. Many of you probably don't know this, but I've been boxing for a really long time, and I really enjoy boxing. And I've been doing keto now. For a lot of you that have seen the Jack and Dave show and the Chrome and Steel stuff, last October we started this whole thing, and I was probably at 205 or 210. And I started my weight loss journey in April of this year, and is now September, and I have lost 50 pounds in 5 months.
Wow.
So I enjoy boxing. I enjoy cooking and grilling specifically when I'm stressed out. And I'm also a big car guy, so driving cars, that's another big thing. So that's kind of my stress reliever, and when I need to pick me up, I'm just like, let's go drive, let's go cook, let's go work out. So, yeah, it sounds like we all got our own little thing.
Not all at the same time.
Not all at the same time. I do
Drive to the gym and then
arm at the
drive
same
to
time.
dinner.
Yeah, I'm driving. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so Travis just came in the chat really quickly, and I just wanted to highlight Travis because he made some amazing food down there at the Great American Trucking Show, and I'm hungry right now, and I would really like some Travis food, but unfortunately he's in El Paso, Texas. So shout out to Travis. He does some awesome stuff, and I really hope that we can get him to cook for. Did you eat some of his food?
I did not eat it, but I watched him prepare it, and I got lots of photos and video of him preparing it.
Yeah,
but it looked really good.
Your photos and videos are making me hungry. That's why I keep
Yes.
looking at them. Yeah. So,
Yeah, he was amazing. He was like, "Oh, I really want to like cook at Gats," and I was like, "What can you cook in 8 minutes?" That was literally the conversation, and he was like, "Blah blah blah," some term I didn't know, and I was just like, "What is it?" And so it was the regular was egg in a basket, but so he said he couldn't use bread.
Oh, yeah, so there
So
you go.
use
It's keto friendly.
avocado instead. Like, you know how when you cut it out, it has a hole in it? Oh my God. It was like, people went nuts over it. And he had like spaghetti.
Oh, did we lose Hope?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She's freezing up.
Uh-oh. Okay, so if I'm hoping Hope comes back
She's
here.
stuck like this.
I'm hoping Hope comes. She's dabbing. That's what she's doing.
Whipping it.
Anyway, I hope she comes back. But like I was saying, shout out to Travis. Travis, what we're doing here, and for people that are
there she is.
She's back. Hope, are you back?
Yeah, I don't know why that happened.
Okay,
Something
no,
maybe
you're good.
Sorry,
You're
we
good.
missed what you said.
We're good. You were talking about the avocado egg stuff.
Yeah. So I told him he couldn't use bread, and he was
Right.
like, "Oh, what do I do?" And then he comes out with this avocado because you know when you cut the pit out, there's a hole,
Yeah.
and he like cracked the egg inside, and then had it in tomato sauce.
Ugh.
People like ate the whole pan.
I was gonna
dry.
say now
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
There was nothing
Now
left.
now I'm hungry. But yeah, so Travis, and for anyone else who just tuned in here, we're doing a quick question and answer, actually towards the end of the question and answer section. And the person that asks the best question on this right here, on this stream, gets this beautiful 1/64th model die-cast of the Lucky 13 truck from Roadworks Manufacturing. So very cool. This is a very, very, very cool detailed die-cast model that you can add to your collection of die-cast model trucks. So make sure you ask a really cool question. We're going to do this for probably another 5 or 10 minutes and wrap it up, and then call it a day. So make sure you ask your really good questions right now, and then us 5 are going to kind of consult with each other and then pick a good one. So make sure you ask a question. You've got 5 to 10 minutes left to submit your questions.
Okay, so if there's not a question right now, I'm going to do a shameless plug.
Do it.
Because Shannon and I are road tripping this coming week for Trucker Appreciation Week, and we're going to be at Gary, Indiana's TA on Tuesday.
At the Petro.
Yes, the TA Petro. And then we're going to be at Quick Trip with the K in Plover, Wisconsin on Wednesday. And then
Wow.
Thursday, we're hightailing it down to Effingham, Illinois, and we're going to be at the TA Petro there on Thursday. So please come see us if it's on your route or it's within a reasonable distance. Say hi. We're going to have goodies, and you'll get hugs and anything. We're going to be doing the fitness centers, how to use the fitness centers, walking trails. We'll come in your truck and show you some stuff that you can do in your truck if that's what it takes. Like, we're here for you the entire time we're there.
Now that we've mentioned that, we also need to talk about the fact that today, is it today? Yes, today is the start of Trucker Appreciation Week. So
Yay!
that's the reason that they're doing all of these stops here at all of these TA Petros is because of Trucker Appreciation Week. So make sure you take in, this is for you guys. This is for you. The whole week is for you. So these ladies are going to come out there and show you how to live a healthier lifestyle and to do better and to improve your health and everything. So make sure you take advantage of this. They're going to show you how to use all the equipment there that the TA provides for you in many of these different locations. And if you're going to go to the Gary one, just carry some kind of firearm with you, and that's the only recommendation that I can say.
But we also want to be the ears and eyes for all of you drivers. So if there's things that TA can improve on, or that you're looking to see health and wellness wise, like, please communicate with us. That's why we're there. If there's something that St. Christopher Fund can do, is there something that I can do with Chrome and Steel or Mother Trucker Yoga? Like, that's why we're there. Like, we want to engage with you. So please stop by and say hi and ask us questions and talk with us, and whatever we can do, we will try to help you.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. This question is from Samuel Courier, and it is for Hope. And the question is, with the limited options available to drivers for food at truck stops, is there a superfood that drivers should absolutely have in their truck, especially to help curb snacking or appetite?
That's an amazing question.
I need this one too. Yeah.
And that's a good question. And that's why I'm really excited about being at the TAs and the Quick Trip this week, because we're going to do some shopping through the truck stops on Facebook Live. And I'll show you guys some options that you can be picking. But if aside from the truck stop, some of the best things that you can be picking are things that are going to be high fat, because it's going to help with brain fog. It's going to help with mental clarity, but it's also going to help with hunger control. One of the misconceptions, especially for drivers, because you are a little bit more sedentary. I mean, corporate America is too, but you guys are a little bit more limited in how much you can move. People think, oh, I have to like chug my protein drink down in the morning, or I need to like high protein. That's only true if you're high active. So for those of you that are like, ooh, my protein drink in the morning, unless you're like killing it at the TA Truck Stop Fitness Center, you may want to rethink your strategy a little bit because you're going to get more bulk. You're not going to get less bulk.
Right.
So
Makes sense.
superfoods are going to be like berries, dried berries, and like nuts. And look at the nuts that you're getting because read the label. I'm more of an ingredients girl than an actual nutrition panel. Make sure it doesn't have like added flavors, added colors, like all of that other stuff, because that sometimes affects you more than what the nutrition panel says.
I didn't know that.
Look for raw nuts. You can always add sea salt yourself. And then adding in dried berries. I love goji berries. You could do raisins if you really wanted to. People always freak out about sugar. Okay, you're not dumping a spoonful of white sugar in your mouth.
I was gonna say sugar occurs naturally. Yeah. So.
Yeah, like your body actually does need sugar in order to function. I know people are like, no sugar. But I like to start people at square one. Eat real food. Okay. And nuts and dried berries are really a great power food, a great energy food. They're a great mental clarity food. They're going to help curb hunger. Like you will see in my car, like I literally have like Ziploc bags of that kind of stuff floating around in my car all the time.
Just hanging out.
The
That's funny.
Pistachios are awesome.
That's funny.
So those are really good things to have. Like that's my non-negotiable. I always travel with that stuff.
Fruits and berries. All right, gotcha. That was actually something that Travis also said. He said trail mix. I'm a big fan of trail mix. I like the yogurt bite trail mix with the nuts and stuff like that and cranberries.
Yeah, and you can do like dark chocolate. Like that's great. So there's a lot of different things that you can add into there. Like I'm a sucker for those sesame sticks. So add some of your, if you're a crunchy person, I'm a crunchy person, you don't have to be all or nothing. Like so many people go nuts with even keto, like they go like off the wall or diets. And I'm not a diet person because I had an addiction before and I get obsessed then, but I am try to focus on eating real foods.
Yep.
Some of your favorite stuff in there. So then you just get a handful of all that good stuff and then like your favorite crunchy, whatever.
Yeah.
You can have that stuff. It's okay. You're not going to die. Like just moderation is really the key.
So you're telling me that since I've been on keto for the past 5 months, it was not a good idea to eat a large milkshake and a couple beers yesterday? Is what you're saying?
Well, moderation would be preferred, but it's we beat ourselves up over that.
Only in moderation. Exactly.
David's all keto or he's all out.
It's one or the other. It's either I'm going to be hurting for 2 or 3 days after this meal, or I'm not eating any carbs.
Or I am eating zero carbs.
Zero carbs. So that's what's up. But yeah, so Hope, another question for you. Taylor says, he's eating Coke and combos right now. What do you think about that?
What do you think about that?
Is that a healthy combo right there that you might be interested in?
Healthy combo.
A healthy combo with the combos, yeah.
Well, I'm happy that you're alive
and eating. Yeah,
that's the base level for this.
Say that like if you have to stop one thing, soda is just so not
seriously
good for you. It is so bad for you. Diet, like if you have to drink soda, at least drink soda with real sugar in it. Like diet is really bad for you. There's so many studies. It creates brain aneurysms and causes cancer, and it's so bad for your gut. What drinking soda does to your stomach lining is it literally eats away at your stomach lining like acid would on like metal.
Ew.
So every time you're just drinking soda, that's what you're doing to your gut, and then you end up with what's called leaky gut. And so for those of you that are trying to lose weight or not absorbing nutrition well, you probably have a leaky gut issue, which is, it's fixable, but it just causes so many other issues. So if I had to choose, stop the soda and eat the combos. I mean, really, if I had to choose one, Taylor, I would say eat the combos.
Eat the combos, not the Coke. There you go. There you go. Shannon, this one's for you, and this is probably going to be our second to last question. So I'm going to ask her this question. Put your last questions in right now, and we'll pick one, and then we're going to be done. We're going to pick the winner for this, and then we're going to get out of here because it is a Sunday night, and I'm sure all of us have better things to do. So anyway, so the question is, Shannon, I'm going to expand on this. This is from Robert Green. He says, how are we going to top this year's obviously the GATS party next year? And you just discussed how you were going to do that, but I want to ask you, are you going to be doing anything new next year in general with St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund? How about that?
Oh my gosh.
I'm
I
sure
do
you are.
not know how we're going to top this year's number. Of course, I said that after last year's number, and we eked over it. I don't know what new things might come up. You know, new ideas come throughout the year. I think
Right.
we need to start now working on what we can do better and different and new for next year, because I'm telling you, these things take a lot of time to plan.
For sure. For sure.
The best way we can beat the number, if you're talking about just the number, is to have more donations for the auction, more awesome items that drivers want. So it's more participation from, if individuals, we have a lot of individuals that donate things, handmade things, just things from their own collections that they have, things they come across at truck stops or wherever they are. But then also, having companies step in. There's a lot of products that drivers would love to have, and they may not necessarily go out there and buy it, just on their own at any given time, but they'll come and buy it at the auction because they know that their money is going for a charity that supports them. So we need to start now, Robert, and I know you are one of the first people to jump in this year and help me when a couple of people weren't able to come through at the last minute, and I appreciate that. And so I don't know, let's start talking now. If you got ideas, I am absolutely open for those ideas.
Some things that we've already suggested is a underwear pool for Taylor Barker, Bill Weaver, and Ken Freeman, and I believe a couple others. Brad James, I believe, was involved in there. Someone suggested that.
A Bill Weaver life-size cutout.
Yeah, we can call it the skid mark stat.
Also, I think what would be helpful is drivers. What do you want to see in the
let us know. Just put it in the comments.
Give Shannon specifics. Like, what do you want?
Let us know. Let us know in the comments or message
What
her.
is it you're looking for when you come to those auctions? You're like, wow, if I could have this, I would bid on that. Let me know what those things are, and I will do my best over the next year to go find people to give me those things.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, if you guys want chrome or, because, we work over here at Jackson, the chrome industry, so if you guys want chrome, we can probably help out with that with you guys. If you want apparel, anything, just let us know, and whatever chrome and steel can do in order to help make that happen, we'll definitely help you get that figured out for next year. So, 2020 GATS, well, I guess we have to top, what was it, 17,840 is the number? 832. So 17,832 is the number to beat for 2020 GATS.
I want to see 20,000.
I was going to say, can we just make a round number? Let's just do 20K. Let's see if we can make 20K. So 20K
for
20K for 2020. 20K for 2020. That's what's happening. Okay, so next year's goal.
We got a new slogan. We got our slogan
there
for
you go.
Year.
We're already planning. We're already planning for next year. So, guys, thank you so much. And we're going to do one more question. And let me scroll up really quickly. And then we are going to pick this winner and get out of here. So, last question is, let me find a good one. Okay. This is from Les Willis.
Oh, hi, kiddos.
It's a question for all of us. And how much satisfaction do you guys get from helping others? And are those tears of joy and blessings? From Les Willis. So what, I guess the question is, what gives you the most satisfaction out of helping others? And hope you kind of answered this. Shannon, can you kind of explain, you were talking about all the situations that St. Christopher's Truckers Fund kind of gets involved with. Just tell us, what's the satisfaction? Where does it come from? And then Maddie, you actually help a lot of people, especially with dogs and stuff like that. So you can answer that question too.
Okay, go ahead.
I think I'm just a people person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely an extrovert, and I like to talk to people and meet new people. And so I'm a fixer. I see somebody that has a problem or has an issue, or if they're down, or I'm trying to figure out a way, what can I do to fix it? I don't obviously have $1 million to give everybody, but definitely tears of joy. Anybody who's been around me at any of these shows and seen the donations given, you've seen the tears flowing down my face. You've heard me on the phone crying. You've seen me on my videos crying. You've seen me in person at the shows crying. It just, to know that you have saved what it feels like to save somebody's life, which, that may or may not be true, but that's how they make you feel, is that, we would not have made it without you. I mean, wow, that's very humbling to think that you made that kind of impact in somebody's life. And so that's what you want to do. You want to make an impact. You want somebody to get on board with what you're doing, because you want them to be a part of making a difference in somebody's life too. So definitely tears of joy on my side. There have definitely been tears of sadness. Hopefully at the end of the situation, there's tears of joy that go along with those.
Absolutely. That was very well put, and that is basically a great way to end that section right there. I was going to say that's a great wrap up right there. Now comes the hard part. Do you guys have opinions on what you think the best question was? Who should we should give this away to? I'm going to suggest something. I really liked Robert Green's question about helping truckers who do not want to help themselves or don't think they are beyond help. That's my favorite. I don't know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, and once again, this is not a personal anything. It's about the question itself. So, do you guys have any opinion? Maddie, what do you think?
I liked that last question. Maybe just because I liked Shannon's answer, but yeah. I think that was a good one. So that's my vote on it. Okay. But I also think that Robert did bring up a really good point, because that is true too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I think that Hope's response to that was really good as well.
Fantastic.
So,
absolutely.
I mean, I'm torn here. Help me out, people.
All right, Hope and Shannon.
This is not good.
I know. I have to make you guys pick. See, the problem is, and I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, is there's 3 women here and just me, and so one of us has to make a decision at some point, right?
It's not going to be me. I'll let you know that for sure.
Anyway. Women, we can't decide anything. Where do you want to eat? I don't know.
I don't know. They need to make a restaurant named I Don't Know.
I don't know exactly.
That's
every
right.
man on the planet would be there. Oh my God, it'd be so easy. Anyway, so do you guys have any questions that you thought were really stood out to you?
I liked Robert's question, because I actually got asked that question at GATS by a trucker.
Really?
What about the truckers that don't want it? Yeah, someone actually asked me that, not in the exact same words, but like they were legitimately wondering about that.
Interesting. Okay.
I really thought that was a really great question, and I think that everybody wants to be helped on some level. Some people believe there is no hope for them,
right? And
I just don't believe that that's true. So I just really appreciate that question, because I think especially for a lot of the truckers out there, they feel like there's no hope for them. And I just want them to know that there really is.
And it's you.
There wouldn't be people like Shannon with maybe a shameless plug, but no, I did appreciate that question.
I'm sorry. Absolutely. So we have 2 votes. 2 votes, Robert and
you can
Shannon.
Give me a 3 on that. I'll vote for that one
Shannon,
too.
I want to hear Shannon's response first, obviously. But Shannon, do you have a favorite question or any kind of comment on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I do like Robert's question too, and I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. One, drivers don't have a lot of support out there. So a lot of what we do is hope as well. There is somebody here to support you when you need the help. When you're out for an injury or illness, and there's not a lot of support for truck drivers. There are several charities, but everybody has their own niche. And so, part of what we do for me is hope as well. We want to make sure you have your livelihood. We want to make sure you have better health. And so it really is, and that's why we partner with people like Hope. We know we don't have the expertise for everything. So we're working with these companies that want to work with us, people that want to work with us, so we can work together to have a healthier driver population, a happier driver population, get these men and women home to their families. They want to get home just like we do. And so what can we do to help make your life better? That's what we're here for. And then the second thing, his question made me think about a quote that I actually just saved, and I saved it for me because we were just at the grocery store this week, and we were looking at something, that's healthier than what we might normally buy, and we're talking about how expensive it is. And I had just saved a quote that said, if you don't invest in your health now, you're going to invest in your health care later. And so it really I've got to drill that into my head. So I know if I've got to drill it into mine, everybody else needs to drill into theirs too. Yes, that healthier choice might be another dollar or two or even three more. But what does that look like 10, 20 years from now? I've got to get of the mindset to invest in that health, in my health now.
I love that. That was very well put. I love it. Yeah, because
For
I mean, spend 2-3 extra bucks now, save $20,000, from having a heart attack or something later. So absolutely,
Right.
110%.
Well, it's kind of along the lines of everyone's willing to go bankrupt when they have cancer, but no one's willing to spend $2 more on a healthier version of something.
Right, that's not going to kill them.
true.
Yeah. So.
And kind of
Totally.
what Hope said too, didn't you say? I think you remember you saying at GATS, like, you only have one body, like, this is you, like, you have to live with your body for the rest of your life, so you might as well take good care of it, because you're gonna have to deal with the repercussions if you
good.
don't, or
Yeah.
the good if you do. So it is important to
you
take
get-
care of that.
You get the good, the
Treat
bag,
your
and the
body
ugly.
like you do your truck, people.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Modify your body like you modify
Or
your truck.
don't, for some of those drivers there that don't take care of their trucks.
True.
Just take care of your body.
Take care of
And your-
everything.
and your truck. Take care of everything. Just get your stuff in line. That's all. All right, Robert Green, you just won yourself a 1/64th scale model of this beautiful Roadworks truck.
We'll send that to you along with your lug nuts that Alan so graciously donated to him.
Exactly. So
let
we're
us
just
know
gonna
what
put this
kind
in
of
one
lug
big.
nuts.
We're gonna put this in one big box, and Robert Green's gonna get a chrome and steel care package, basically. So
Love it.
Once again, guys, we are also donating one of these die-casts to the St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund auction for the 2020
Yay.
Thank you.
2020 20K goal next year. It's going to happen. We're going to make
Love
it
it.
happen. Chrome and Steel will definitely be there. I will definitely be there. And, you can dunk me, but it has to be for like $19,999. So. So there you go. That's the show, guys. Thank you so much, Shannon, for being on. We had a great time, and it was a wonderful, wonderful time here talking about St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund and GATS and everything that went on there, and so much more, and the concepts about health and all of your guys' new stuff that's coming up. Especially, it's this week, right? You guys are Tuesday and Wednesday. You're going to be here
And
in the
Thursday.
Midwest, and Thursday doing all these things. So, ladies, would you please wrap this show up by telling us what you're both doing, and just let us know, obviously, repeat those dates. Tell us where we can find the Truckers Fund, obviously, on social media and the website and everything. Just lay it out for us, and Hope, can you do the same thing for all of your brands, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay, so you can find us. We have our website, truckersfund.org. You can also find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. We have a YouTube page. It probably needs some updating, but you can find us everywhere. So, go follow us and see what we have going on. You will find us this week on Tuesday at the Petro in Gary, Indiana. You will find us Wednesday at the Quick Trip in Plover, Wisconsin. And you'll find us Thursday at the Petro in Effingham, Illinois.
Very cool. So all over the Midwest, if you're up here somewhere, there's going to be a date where these two wonderful ladies are going to be by you. So make sure you check out their operation there at your TA Petros. So,
and we'll be back out in another 2 weeks too. We're going back out at the last week of the month too. So if you can't make this week, go to Hope's page, Mother Trucker, or go to St. Christopher page. We'll be back out in 2 more weeks down in Ocala, Florida, and Columbia, South Carolina.
Love it, love it. Hope, tell us everything that you're doing. Try to keep it under 10 minutes. So,
All right, so here's the short version. You guys can always find me on mothertruckeryoga.com. You can check out all that stuff. And then I do have a Facebook page with Mother Trucker where I try to do as many Facebook Lives as people will actually engage with me on. But no, I try to post different stuff about health and wellness and fitness and inspiration for you all out there as much as possible. You can friend me on Facebook. But if you send me creepy messages, like asking me to go on a date and weird stuff, like I will block you.
you're going to
So
get
just
blocked.
will
saying
block
that,
you.
You're
like,
going to get blocked. Yeah.
not cool people, okay? Dave, okay? But no, for real. As social media, we're on all platforms. You can find us on YouTube, Mother Trucker Yoga, and Hope Laura, ZVARA, and then also Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. We just want to make it as accessible as possible. Send me a message. Let me know how you're feeling. If I can help you in any way possible, I will do. If you're going to be at any of those truck stops or within the vicinity, come say hi to us. We would love to engage with you and just see how we can help you guys.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's it, guys. That's the show. Robert won a diecast. We talked about GATS, and we planned the entire GATS trucker parking lot, basically. So, Shannon, you're out of a job now. Sorry, we're just gonna have to. Anyway, but so. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was awesome, and we have these Chroma Steel Radio roundups every single month. We've been so busy recently, we haven't been able to do one for July, but we're going to do one in, what's the next month after September? October. That's right. Okay. So we'll probably do a spooky themed, we might do one near Halloween and do a costume kind of thing. That might be fun.
Love that.
We're definitely going to do that on the Jack and Dave show. But let's get out of here. Chroma Steel Radio stuff, if you guys want to follow us, we do content like this. We do a lot of long format podcasts. Follow the Chroma Steel Radio Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, and watch our 5 weekly shows. Hope Zavara's show is A Daily Dose of Hope, which is on every Thursday. The Jack and Dave show is on every Wednesday at noon live, and that's me, Jack, and Maddie here. And then Jerry Novak and his son Tyler have a show called Bull Holland BS every Tuesday. And Truck Feed, which is our news program, is every Monday. Of course, Mr. Bill Weaver, the incorrigible Mr. Bill Weaver, he doesn't have a schedule because he's just too cool for that. So whenever Bill Weaver goes live, he goes live. That's just how it is. So, but love Mr. Bill Weaver and love his music, love everything he does there. And I'm really sad that I didn't get to spend some time down there in Dallas with him. So make sure you watch the shows here on Chroma Steel Radio, and we will talk to you guys next month at the Chroma Steel Radio party. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Thank you
Bye,
for
y'all.
having me.
Bye, ladies.
Janet, I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be there.
Bye, guys.
Bye.